Hello, this is Matthew French from the French Family Farm. I'm making some trips today, and I got to thinking about the bear that we killed earlier this week on Monday evening. He'd been terrorizing our chickens and destroying our pens and making havoc on our farm. And so we contacted the local DNR, and they brought us out a permit to kill this bear and put an end to the problems he was causing. And they gave us the permit pretty easily. I believe the reason they gave it to us was because of the trouble we've had locally in our area with bear this year. There's been a lot of complaints. I've seen a lot of folks on the internet and on Facebook and different social sites complaining about the bear and the trouble they've been causing. So I believe that was one of the reasons they went ahead and gave us the permit to take care of the bear. But we got the permit, and the whole thing was very interesting. They gave us 2 weeks, which I understand that. They gave us 2 weeks to harvest the bear and put a stop to the trouble he was causing. But the permit had a couple of things about it. It was very, very frustrating. One was that on Sunday I was not able to shoot the bear. It was illegal for me to shoot the bear on Sunday, and I couldn't believe that. It's not like the bear takes the night off, and so that was very frustrating. I was almost tempted to call him up and ask him if he was going to come out and tell the bear to stay away that night, that I wasn't allowed to shoot him. But I ended up having to stay up there that night and watch my livestock to make sure he didn't get into them. So that was the first problem. Then secondly, the permit also restricted us and prohibited us from saving anything off of the bear but the meat. And I couldn't believe that. And so on Tuesday, I ended up having to bury a perfectly good, absolutely beautiful bear pelt. It was a shame, a terrible shame. And I think it was an awful thing that the state forced us to waste that animal. I mean, I couldn't keep nothing off of him except for the meat. And it was unreal. And there are certain things I can kind of understand and understand the concern there, but it was just such a terrible waste, and I hate to see that happen. So we're actually going to try and work and see if we can't do something about changing that law. And I understand maybe the idea behind the law is to keep people from just saying, well, this bear is causing problems, and they really just want the pelt off of it. But to be honest, I think there's a lot of things that could be done instead of that. To limit that, I should say, and so I think there's better ways of handling that than to force people to bury something that was perfectly good. I think the worst part of it was for me is the fact that here's this perfectly good pelt, this perfectly good bear, and we're going to just bury it. So the only thing that got any benefit from that bear pelt was the worms, and I think that's a terrible shame and a terrible waste. And I think if the state's going to allow you to harvest something like that, it's a natural resource in our area, it's a shame to let something like that go to waste. I think it would have been beautiful. I'll probably never shoot another bear the rest of my life, although I'll admit the bear meat was very, very good, and I would gladly eat it again if somebody offered it to me. But I've tried to go bear hunting before, and I've never been very good at it. So I'd say the likelihood of me getting another bear would be pretty slim. But I just think it's a terrible shame, and I hate to see and have to do that. So thankful that the bear is gone, and appreciate y'all keeping up with that whole saga, you might say. But it was very heartbreaking to have to do what I did on Tuesday and bury that perfectly good pelt, and all that went with it, all the claws, everything was buried, and it was a shame, and I hated to do that, but and I think it's definitely something that needs to be changed. Thank y'all for watching my videos, and if you have any comments about that, and if there's similar laws maybe in your state, I'd love to hear about it, and love to hear from you. So like our videos, subscribe to us, and leave us some comments and let us know what you think. This is Matthew French from the French Family Farm. Thanks for watching.